Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Baba Is You. Let's see if possibly we can finish off an area today. Fertile ground. Yes, it's the one I accidentally took a look at the end of the last episode, but didn't really look at. Water and tree is stop. Belt is belt. Belt near sprout is defeat. I see the little sprout in a couple of places near the entrance and exit. Foot is move. There's a foot in the bottom right. GG is GG and not shift. Baba is you. Wait a minute. Baba is you. GG mimics Baba. I see. So that's why I'm GG. We got a belt. Belt is push. Belt could be shift. Currently it's just push. Could be sprout is tree. And then flag is win, but then sprout becoming tree is going to cause that to happen. Also, there's a crazy foot who could become move, but the sprout is currently nothing, and a belt near sprout is defeat. Okay. But one can imagine that if there was something sitting here and shifting things northward, then if the foot came along, it could shift them up. And so the question is, I could have GG, I could have belt mimic Baba rather than GG mimic Baba and put GG over there. Yeah, let's just try that really quick. I haven't thought through if that's going to get us all the way there, but it seems like it'll at least get us part of the way there. So now I am 3 belts. Oh, GG is GG and not shift, which means GG is shift is not allowed. Got it. So I can't do that. If belt were shift, could I shift away the sprout? No, because belt near sprout. Oh, belt near sprout is defeat. It's not, it's not the other thing. I thought the belt was going to go away, but it would just mean it would defeat the use. So can I not just push a belt over there? Why can I not just push a belt over there? Let's find out. All right, belt is pushed, great. But it's not facing the correct direction. And I don't know that I can make it face the correct direction because I don't know how to kind of like force it to go upward from here. So I'm not sure that that idea is going to move. And then, okay, what's the rest of the puzzle? Basically just getting flag as win. And why is Fufu out here? I don't see any rules about you, so it seems like you're just hanging out here near the flag. So, oh, if the foot is move, I can't get something facing downward over here either. I was going to say if it's going downward or upward, I could potentially get it going the right way too. Okay, belt to shift, often my nemesis. Let's not let it be my nemesis, and let's just figure out what we need to do. Is there a way that I can shift the sprout out of the way? That would be another possible way to solve this. Although it wouldn't involve the foot then, which seems suspect. Oh wait, if I could say, hold on. And another idea had just come to me, which is how to get this belt facing upwards, which is I push it over here. Oops, and then I'm gonna say, belt mimic Baba. Let's do this first. There we go. So, belt mimic Baba. So now I'm controlling belts, and so now if I move upward, now I'm GG again. Oh, but I turned this one into a tree as well. Got it. Right. So I need to not do that yet. Okay, got it. So this is still mostly good, but I want to go down and up. So I'd want to go like here, but then stop. But unfortunately, I'm still a belt and I need to be GG again, and pushing up would do that. And so I need... Yeah, it does seem like I need to move down and then up in order to have the belt facing in the direction that I want it to face. And I also need Gigi to be the one mimicking Baba after doing that. Could I have the belt be shifting now? Yes. Could that have helped me? Let's go back to before we did this. So if the belt had been shifting... moving down, and then moving up. I would need an object here. I could get an object there. I could get another piece of text, right? No, because the other piece of text would have already been there. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do this. I just need to think of what it is. Okay, things are starting to come to me. What if I did... I got belt is trapped on the left, which I didn't want to do. So let's instead move this out of the way for the moment. So I'm going to try to push some other text using a second belt onto the third belt. So if I had that, and I had belt this shift, oh, except for, that's still not going to quite work. But in any case, oh, and then also I'm going to be moving down here. And also, will Gigi have moved? No, Gigi hasn't moved yet. Well, I managed to get that belt in the right place. That's exactly where I wanted it. Okay. Have I already solved the puzzle at this point? I'm a little bit confused. Foot is moved. The belt does not currently shift. And it looks like the foot is possibly going to win the race. So I'm a little bit worried about that. Let's push this out of the way. Let's say belt is shift. And let's just see if I can win a race with the foot. Which I don't think I can, and then we'll figure out the rest of the puzzle. Okay, so we're racing. And sure enough, the foot got there before I did, so I didn't get a chance to escape. Is there a way that I could activate belt to shift at the last moment? I don't think so. Is there a way that I could activate foot is move from afar? I also don't think so. Is there a way I can delay the foot? Probably, maybe. Like, could I shift the foot up here and then back down into the left or something? Because I do still have 2 belts. And I also still have the power of Mimic. Is it possible for Belt and Gigi to both be mimicking Baba at the same time? I forget if I shift 2 pieces of text. No, I think they push each other out of the way. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. It seemed to me shift alone might have been enough to get 2 pieces of text in the same spot, but I can't remember right now. Let's assume I don't need that just for the moment, and we'll come back to that if we need it. So with these belts, could I... do what? How am I going to win this race? I don't think I have enough enough belts to redirect the foot multiple times, because I could push it up. He would bounce back down, but then he'd just start pushing up again. So I need like a left and a down, and I don't have that many. Or... what else could I do? Is there a way I can use the belts to make it be like shift and unshift and shift and unshift? I don't think there's an easy way to do that. But I do still have access to 2 shifting belts, which seem like they ought to be able to do something good. Do I still have the ability to say belt is push? I'm pretty sure I do. So let's do that for a minute. And try out the overlapping text idea now. This will actually be easier to spell this way and have some room to work. So let's do that. And let's do... oops. Let's do this. So I've got 2 different shifty belts. And so if I get 2 oh, I don't have 2 words handy. I can make 2 words handy. I need belt to be shift. Right, so I can use push over here. Okay, great. So, do these words end up in the same spot? They do. Okay. In that case, I could have both belt and Gigi mimic Baba, I believe. Well, I'd have to shift one of the words. I think I can do that. I think I could have belt and Gigi both mimic Baba, and then I wouldn't need... Yeah, then I'd have multiple people to control. Like, it seems like that would just make things easier to win. It would not be the type of solution that I think the puzzle is looking for, per se. Okay, so if I wanted Belk and Gigi mimicking Baba, I would need... what? I would need the word belt moving right and Gigi moving down. Or Gigi moving right and belt moving down. Yeah, that would work. So... I think I can do this. Or belt moving up, that would also work. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, so now if belt is shift, Gigi moves right, belt moves up, and now both Gigi and belt mimic Baba, I think. Yes. It requires a bunch of care all of a sudden. Oh, that's why belt near sprout is defeat. So that I specifically cannot do this. Is there any chance that I can do something else clever? Could Gigi, like, already be out? I don't think so. I'm controlling lots of things, which is great. I would have to go... yeah, I don't think there's a way to do this. Okay, so that was a clever idea that I don't think is going to help me solve the puzzle. At least not in the way things are currently set up. Is there... What other words could I have overlapped? Let's back up to that. So here I had both Gigi and belt. GG mimics belt. Well, the belt is shift, but GG is not shift, so even that would not make GG shifting. I could get is. Belt is belt. And GG is GG. So is doesn't seem like a useful overlapped word. So I'm not sure the text overlap is the right way to go either. So is there another way to win the race? Another possible way to win the race would be, imagine there's a belt facing this way. So when the foot starts moving, it gets over here and then gets shifted back over here. And so it's bouncing around. And then somehow at the last moment, I make that belt quit shifting or something. But I need this belt to shift. Yeah, that's why I was thinking if I had something that would like turn itself on and off over time, that would be great. But I don't know that there's a good way to do that. If I could have the foot push a rule to activate something, that might be interesting. The foot would be moving all the time. Oh, what if I got the foot moving first? Had it caught in an up-down pattern over here, or even a sideways pattern somewhere else, and then... So yeah, imagine I use the belts in order to somehow get the foot moving back and forth up here. So it's already moving. And then set up a belt that would... like face it back down over here and face it back to the right over here. And then activate belt is shift with GG somewhere over here, and the foot might still take, yeah, plenty of time to do it. I think I could do that. I'm not sure how well I just explained that, but you'll be able to see it much better in just a moment. Okay, so get a belt over here, and the belt does need to be facing up. And the way that I got the belt facing upwards was something along these lines. Oops, nope. Except I needed to have a belt already below GG when I did that, I think. So if I do this... No... How did I do that before? I must have not had belt be push. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So I've got my belt facing upwards. Next... Oh, except for I'm going to need another belt facing upwards too. That's fine, I can do that. This is just more obnoxious than I thought it was going to be. Too much Sokoban, not enough puzzle solving. I have to figure out where I can push these words so they'll be out of the way. Right. No, I can't make it face upwards in the bottom column where the foot is, can I? Because if it's mimicking me, it's going to try to go upwards, and it can't. But I can make it go downwards, and downwards is just as good. Okay, which means I don't even have to shift it around. Okay. So, if belt became shift, I could still make belt be push at some point, right? And then what else am I going to want to do? I'm going to want to have this belt having things going horizontally. And that, except eventually I'm going to need this belt facing back downwards again. Okay, so... It would have been better. Oh, so much pushing things around. It would have been better. Oh, except for now I need you. I see what I want now, finally. I think. So here's what I think I want. I want that there. I'm not sure where I want this word yet. I want this here, and then I want belt to shift. Except for before I do that, I want to get this push word out, because I'm going to need that again, perhaps. I might not need that again. So now if I say foot is move, let's witness what happens. So I'm just going to wait, and the foot is going to get caught in a pattern like this. And so if I could say belt is push again, which I could totally do, and still break it up. But to wait for the foot to go by again. Yeah, this is a good time for it. Alright, hey foot, don't mind me. I'm just pushing this out of the way. And then... Oh, I can't make that face down the way I wanted it to. Gosh darn it. I had the foot too high up. Can I rectify this somehow? Yes. It's going to be a pain in the neck, but it's doable. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to do this. And move the foot. Oops, the belt is still push. Gosh darn it. Alright, foot, go on by. There we go. Don't push it. Okay. Good news, bad news. I can't undo belt's push from there. Poop. And now you're gonna push it. Which is unacceptable. Could I have done this any faster? No. In that case, let's just get the foot somewhere else. So let's turn off belt as push. So now the foot is just getting shifted over there. That's fine. And then I could turn on and then off again, belt as push. And now the foot is kind of stuck over there. This is not at all doing what I want. I'm having a bad time at this. I just wanted the foot caught in a back and forth and then be able to get the belt shifting down here, and then I guess since shift is here, okay, so this wasn't going to work because in order to activate and deactivate belt as push, I would have to be down here anyway because of the location of where shift is. So what seemed like a good idea is not going to quite work, because I would have needed remote activation to change a rule kind of while GG was up here. So let's stand back and figure it out what I'm actually trying to do, because I've been going toward the wrong goal. It does seem like I want to win a race with a moving foot in order to get out here before the foot has a chance to walk over the sprout and push those other rules. I'm just going to take that assumption at face value. The only belt is shift rule that can be formed, I believe, is right here, because shift is in a corner. And I don't think there's a way that I could get it out of that corner. And that's where it began at the start of the puzzle. So... how else can I delay the foot? I talked about the fact that I could have the foot, like, break a rule as it's walking over here. Or create a rule, for that matter. It would be pushing text at that point, which would be acceptable, because we'd end up just with some text pushing some things over here as well. But I don't think that's going to help me. And also, I really have not taken advantage of Mimic very well. Like, instead of... it could have just been GG is you over here rather than GG Mimic Baba, and everything that I've done in the solution would have worked the other way, pretty much. I guess that's not true, because Belt near Sprout is defeat. No, but I wasn't having Belt as you while I was doing that. No, yeah, that still would have been the same as well. So I'm still missing something. So what is it that I am missing? Is there a way to move the foot slower? I mean, I have 3 belts, and so one could imagine directing it upwards and then leftwards and then downwards, but then I couldn't make it go leftwards again. And if I had the belt mimicking Baba, then the problem is I wouldn't be able to move Gigi in the directions that I'm going to need to go. Because the act of doing so would also move the belt and destroy the belt, or also preemptively do this thing with the text and grow the trees that block me out. So I need a belt that is not mimicking Baba to be here at the end. And again, if one of the belts is here, and one of the belts is, say, here, facing to the left, and one of the belts is, say, here, facing downward, and that's the thing, in order to get it here facing downward, belt would have had to have been pushed. The only way belt could be pushed, my only is going to be here, that's going to be saying belt to shift. So I would have had to be standing here in order to kind of change the state of the puzzle, and so that just makes it so it's an even longer race that I need to win, because I would have to run all the way over here. So that's not going to work. So I have to have set up something preemptively, such that when I say foot is move, it's going to take a long time for the foot to get to its destination. That seems to be what I am seeing. And how else can I use Mimic? If the... like belt mimic belt doesn't seem to help anything. Belt and Gigi both mimicking Baba has its own problems. Gigi is push and Gigi is shift. Gigi's not shift. And Gigi's push doesn't really do anything interesting or noteworthy in this puzzle. Yeah, alright, mental block. I am not seeing it. So, let's try a different puzzle and see if we can make some progress today. Baba is empty. I like the title. Alright, let's read the rules. Baba is Baba, empty is empty, rock is rock. Wall and lock, where is a lock? I see it in the upper right, is stop. Empty is not win. Rock and skull is defeat. Empty, mimic, empty. Rock is push. Lock is near. Baba is you. Flag's flag. Flag win. Flag is empty, which is being crossed out because flag is flag. Got it. And so if I break the words flag is flag, then my flag goes away. So that's already problematic. Although one could imagine pushing all three of those tiles at once to the right, preserving the word flag is flag, while I gain access to the rock. So the lock is stop. Is there a open and shut thing? No. And there's no other rules about lock, so it almost seems like we need to say lock, is empty to make the lock go away, for example. Also, flag is not currently win. There's a skull in the way, which is defeat. Rock is also defeat, by the way, but rock's at least push. Skull doesn't share such a kindness, and so that could happen. And so... can empty be me? Yeah, and there's also perhaps even like empty near Baba is you. Actually, that's pretty easy to say, empty near Baba is you. And so that means I would control not only Baba, but the 4 tiles directly surrounding him. Which is interesting. Let's just play with that in terms of pushing the text with these multiple flags together. In order to say that, I could just do this. So, empty near Baba is you. Oh, it's only the empty near Baba that's me. Oops. And near apparently counts 9 squares around Baba. Is that true? Can only push that downwards. Let me separate my Babas a little bit more just so I can experiment with this a bit more. Okay. So if I go right, it does push rock. Okay. Can I push it again? It does. Can I push it again? No. Okay, so it's the 8 squares surrounding Baba that count as near, right? Okay. But then Baba is not me, and so I have to be very careful with that. Okay. And so if Baba were standing here and empty near Baba is you, I could push the word is down once. No, I need something else there. No, I can push the is down once, right? Let's try that really quick. Except for how would I get the is all the way over to the left in the first place? I guess empty near Baba is you could push it to the left there, and to the left there. That's still not far enough, though. Could push another object, perhaps? No, it wouldn't even be able to push to the left there. Yeah, I might be able to push it with another object. But the problem with empty near Baba is you is that we'd only be controlling the empties near the Baba, and so re-breaking up that rule would be difficult. I do have Mimic, so something else could beat me at the same time. So if empty near Baba is you and rock Mimic empty, I could control a rock at the same time, I believe. Let's just witness that to ensure that we're understanding. So I want rock mimicking empty. And I want empty near Baba is you. Hey rock, quit defeating me. It's not very nice. Okay. It's also empty near... Sorry, rock near Baba is you. And so the rock is not me because the rock is not near Baba. Right. Right. I'd want the rock be mimicking Baba or something. Okay. 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 But yeah, I can see if I had control of empty and control of other things, that would be great. So how do I do that? It seems like the word you is pinned at the top of the screen. So it seems like I'm going to be stuck with Baba's you or something near Baba's you. Empty is always hard to think about. Rock is rock, rock and skull is defeat. So I can't even say rock is you. It just occurred to me. So rock mimicking Baba, for example, would just defeat the rock. Empty near Baba is you. But then how would I re-break the rule after saying empty near Baba is you? Because I can't just be empty near Baba the whole time. Rock near Baba is you doesn't work. Baba is rock would just turn me into rocks and nothing would be you. Same thing with Baba is empty, we just eliminate the Babas. Baba mimic empty would make Baba be empty. Baba mimic rock would make Baba be rock. Not to mention defeat. So it definitely feels like empty near Baba's you is part of the solution. And the problem is, with those empties, I don't think I can solve the rest of the puzzle being empty. Like, I have to get Baba as you again to eventually get over to the flag. Or some other object. But yeah, Baba's the only object that I could you control. I guess flag technically could be as well. But if I don't have the rule flag is flag, then flag becomes empty. And then the flag just disappears. So... Okay, two Babas are confusing me, so let's get down to one Baba for a minute. So I can just push some rules around a little bit easier. Empty near Baba is you. I can push to the right because there's some empty near Bobby over there that can do that pushing. But if I try to go left or down or up, nothing happens because none of the other empties can push on anything nearby. And I can't kind of break the rule back up. So... and rock is push. Baba is push while I do that. Okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Hey. Once again, let's not worry about this. Let's just say Baba is push. And then do our empty near Baba, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Empty near Baba is you, but now I can push Baba around with empties. So it almost feels like I'm controlling him. But if I try to push to the right, I can't because there's no empty to the left of him. So it's kind of a more limited Baba movement that's available right now. However, using this Baba movement, yeah, we can see my kind of crazy action at a distance. happening there. And so that also means that, for example... no, I still have a problem because I can't approach directly from the center over here. That's the purpose of this block just to the right of me. It's preventing me from easily saying, keeping the flag rules. But I only had one Baba at the time, and so if I had two Babas that were staggered from one another vertically by a couple of squares, then I'd probably be able to do that. So let's get our separate Babas back out. And let's stagger the Babas vertically in such a way. And then let's try to say Baba is push. That's actually going to be not easy. Alright, put near over here. Empty can go up there in a minute. Baba is push is almost ready to go. There's push, there's is. Let's get below them all. Baba's push, great. Okay. I need to move them both to the left. Yeah, this is complicated. And then the word rock here is going to cause problems as well. Can I get this word rock out of the way? I probably don't want that there. Hey, word rock. I think I needed to do that beforehand, so let's move the word rock down here. And hope that that's far enough away. Oops. Then I need to go left, down, down. And then I need to stay down here. Oops. Right, I have to go here, then here. Let's hope I can get that word rock back if I need it. I think I can get that word empty back. Okay, so we at least used force push in order to preserve the flag. So that is one thing done. Next, is it ever going to be possible for me to say rock is empty? I might have already trapped this empty word. Or, sorry, rock is empty. Lock is empty. Yeah, this is not easy. If I turn off Baba is push, then the Babas aren't going to go anywhere. And I don't see a way to break up this rule again. And I still haven't taken advantage of Mimic. I still haven't taken advantage of Rock, and I still haven't solved Flag as Win, but at least we're getting some bits of things going here. Empty near Baba's view. So if Baba were in the left corridor, I could push the word lock up somewhat, but not all the way. So how am I eventually going to say lock is empty? If I could get the word lock up, then I could just press all of this text over to the left. Well, even that's hard because I got the word empty up there, but if I hadn't had the word empty up there, I could have used Baba's force push to push everything to the left, I think. Actually, I still can. Right. Yeah, I can do this. Well, now we moved away from Baba and broke those rules. Okay. It's complicated, but it would be possible. So how would I get Lock going far enough to the north? Suppose Baba were too south of Lock. He could move north because the empty below him would push him up, and the empty above him would push the word lock up into the first of the two southernmost of the two skulls. And then empty could push Baba into the skull, killing Baba and pushing the word lock up in the topmost of the two skulls. But that still doesn't get lock all the way up, so I think I would need like another piece of text in there, but there's no way to ever get another piece of text in there. So it's impossible to ever say lock is anything. Clearly not true, since this puzzle exists. And I don't think it's just, misdirection and I have to say flag is something or something like that. So how would I get the word lock 3 squares to the north of where it is now? And I still haven't involved the rock, and I still haven't involved the mimic. If empty mimicked rock and rock was push, or if just empty is push. If just empty is push. Hold on. Why have I not played around with just this? It's problematic because it makes it difficult to move. Because if you don't have an object to push things into. But if I had sacrificed a Baba right off the bat in order to say that, that might be a way that I could do this. So you get caught in there. Empty is push. North, north, north. There aren't any more empties to push, right? So I'm pushing an empty, which is pushing an empty, which is pushing against lock. But now I'm pushing it empty, and it just sits on top of the skull, and nothing pushes this lock. And even if there's empty near Baba, like, I still have the same problem. So how would I ever push that farther to the north? Because Baba gets defeated on the skull. So it's not like we could push against Baba. And the rock being push or not push means we can place a bit of text. Okay, so here's another thing. So right now, after saying empty is push, I can't move south or left or up or right with the middle Baba. But if instead I had first pushed this rock to the left and then said empty is push, now I can move south because I could push things to the south. And so I can push the rock around in order to make the empty pushable in different spots. Yeah, so I'm getting closer. I've got some of the bits of what I can work with here. But I still don't know how to move lock, the word, 3 spaces to the north. How can I move lock 3 spaces to the north? All I have in that left column are empties and Babas, and neither of them can survive on the square of the southern skull in order to push in the next move to the north against the word lock. So what could survive there? The rock? The rock could survive there and be pushable, however the rock couldn't be pushed in there in the first place. Unless I could say rock is you, which I can't do because rock is defeat, and so if rock was you, it would just defeat itself. So I don't think the rock can get in the left column. So there's no way to get the word lock up there. Yeah, I'm stumped on this one too. Apparently today is not my day for Baba Is You, so we looked at 2 puzzles in some depth, and I did not manage to solve either of them. I think this will be the first episode that I solved 0 puzzles, but I suppose it was bound to happen at some point. So I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon when we will return to these puzzles and I will have some better ideas. But for now, bye-bye.